Hello everyone, Chief here, and I'm going to be talking about the whole YouTube situation that's been happening over the past week and a bit, talking about content ID claims, the copyright stuff, everything that's going on. I know you've probably heard about this many times, but I want to help give you guys a better understanding of the matter because, hey, I've been learning as we go here. I'm basically like a viewer. Like, content creators are no way in the loop comparison to you guys here. We've had to learn as we go over this situation. So hopefully you as the viewers will understand, maybe some other content creators that are watching this will better understand, and then we'll get on to what it means for me in particular to my channel. So without further ado, let's get started. So it's been a little over a week since the whole shebang occurred, but I was too busy focusing on my final exams to make a video about the subject. That's not to say I wasn't concerned or affected by the situation, so here I am today talking about it. Yes, I know I'm sort of late to the party, but hey, YouTube's email informing us about the subject was late too. They just sent it out 2 days ago. Like, seriously, the whole change happened a week ago and you're only emailing us now? It should be before or when it happens. Like, come on. But like I said, I've been learning as I go, so take the following with a grain of salt. In order to understand this whole content ID and copyright situation, let's start from the beginning. Long ago, during an era when subscription boxes worked and Google Plus wasn't forced down your throat to gather even more information about yourself and to artificially inflate social media numbers to make it appear more popular than it really is. Sorry, I'm off topic already. Back to the point. YouTube had a system called AdSense, a system where YouTubers could claim their content, ads would then play on those videos, and YouTubers would make money, with YouTube obviously taking a portion of those earnings. Obviously, gray areas were formed as you can only monetize content that you 100% own or created. In our case, video games fell into a gray area and you could not claim video game content via AdSense. And that's where MCNs, or multi-channel networks like Fullscreen, Machinima, and others came in. They are the liable, so to speak, third party that would partner channels under their network, and they owned licenses to monetize video game content from developers. They too take a cut from the ad revenue generated from your videos. For a few years this system worked. Most video game developers enjoyed the added promotion for their games. They also turned a so-called blind eye, within reason, on a majority of the content and let gaming YouTubers monetize it. Obviously, like I said, all within reason. Trailer re-uploads depended on the company, soundtrack videos are usually a no-no, and videos like all insert video game title here cinematics were generally frowned upon. During this time, there was a content ID algorithm that usually deterred partners from treading into those frowned upon areas as requested by companies. Majority of the time, for the gaming videos, the content ID system would detect some trailer re-uploads, early gameplay uploads before the game is released, obviously without permission, and the occasional in-game isolated soundtrack. The way YouTubers like myself avoided this, excluding early gameplay uploads, was to make a majority of the content in the video our own, such as adding commentary over top of the video, like I'm doing right now, or doubling the length and analyzing the content and stopping and splicing and putting in your own images, stuff like that, etc. This worked out fine and developers didn't mind, and if not, they would take action themselves. Fast forward to December 10th, 2013, and the whole system has changed. Under pressure from many legal issues, YouTube forced a change to MCN so that they would be held, quote, more accountable for their partner channels. Partner channels were then broken into two types, managed and affiliate. It's from my understanding that managed channels are being treated the same as they would be on the old system, but now are held to a higher standard and have higher consequences. Most channels fall into the other category called affiliates. Think of the managed channels as the top 1% of YouTube and the rest are going to be affiliates. I am an affiliate under my MCN Fullscreen. On the same day YouTube flipped the switch, so to speak, and made all MCM affiliates susceptible to the standards that all non-MCM channels are held to. This included the brand new and upgraded content ID system. The system essentially became extremely sensitive now to copyright instances within a video. Before, there was a general rule, so to speak, of 30 seconds. Now the system is so sensitive it can detect audio and visual content shorter than 10 seconds long. Gaming channels became flooded with content ID claims on their videos using images, clips of trailers, and in-game soundtracks that were all previously undetected and most could argue as fair use under copyright law. What happens when a video gets claimed? First of all, it's not the same as a copyright strike. Those are serious offenses, often made specifically and follow the general rule of 3 strikes and you're out, banning you from ever making a YouTube channel again. Content ID claims are different and were made to please copyright holders, and there are 3 potential outcomes for a video once they are claimed through the Content ID system. The first outcome is that the monetization for that particular video changes to benefit the copyright holder, and any future ad revenue goes to them instead of the video uploader. The second outcome is that the video becomes tracked and essentially nothing happens other than the statistical information about the video is then transferred to the copyright owner instead. So basically they get the stats, like how many times it was liked, viewed, and stuff like that. And the third outcome is the video could be blocked either in certain countries or worldwide. Now, Content ID claims don't necessarily hurt a channel's account standings, except if a video is blocked worldwide, which is bad, and can only be reversed if the video is deleted or a dispute to the claim is accepted. So yes, you can dispute claims, but they take an extremely long period of time, and in the business world, time means money. And that is time the video isn't generating money for the uploader. They're not given the benefit of the doubt. They're treated as if they're guilty until proven innocent. It's an uphill battle to begin with, because there isn't enough manpower to go over these disputes and to counteract the Content ID system, which is basically a robot on speed scanning new and old videos everywhere. In theory, this system is supposed to be good, and in theory, I agree with the general idea of it. Companies and copyright holders submit audio files and video files as reference files for their content to YouTube, then the Content ID system scans the videos and then determines if content within the video matches the reference files provided, and then picks one of the 3 Content ID outcomes. This is where it all goes wrong for gaming YouTubers. I feel this new ID system is better suited for copyright infractions directed towards music, movies, and television, not video game related content. Many video game developers have spoken out on social media stating that they're not the ones issuing these claims and that they actually encourage content on YouTube, proving that this Content ID robot is going beyond what is requested. For gaming videos, that is. Even Larry Herb, or Xbox's Major Nelson, has stated on behalf of Xbox that they encourage video content on YouTube, and that's why HDCP is not enabled while playing games on Xbox consoles. So you may be wondering, what are these so-called major offenders that are being detected and claimed by this system? A big one are video game soundtracks, such as the ones that you would encounter while playing single player or just sitting at the home screen of the game, sitting there just staring at the menus. This is because music is often licensed out from developers to third-party companies. For example, if you're playing Halo 2 single player, there's a certain level where once you enter a room, a song by the band Breaking Benjamin plays. It's called Blow Me Away, and it's clearly not made by the developers. It's an actual band out there that you go and buy CDs and albums from. Because of this, Let's Play videos are seriously affected. The second biggest so-called offender are clips or segments of video game trailers, which seriously hurt video game news videos because people like to show what they're talking about in their news videos. The question is, where will this system stop? People expect that cinematics, even without audio, could be next, or even video game related branding or paraphernalia could be next as well. So it could detect a poster in my room if I have a webcam feed up or something. People are expecting the worst. Now, most claims could be disputed over the argument of fair use in copyright law, but that won't guarantee 100% success. And also, there are lots of bogus and false claims being made out there that are just an overall giant nuisance. What does this mean for my channel? Well, news videos are going to be handled differently. You'll be seeing a lot more of my face and less of the content that I'm describing and analyzing. Let's Plays will require in-game music to be turned off, which I'm praying that the next Halo game will give us the ability to do so. Something that Halo has never had, and I feel is long overdue. So, 3 for 3, please. My news videos and other people's videos for the upcoming game from Bungie, Destiny, are especially hard hit right now for any type of visual content. This Content ID robot is claiming them on behalf of Activision, even though they might not necessarily want that. And I fear this is only going to get worse, but I won't stop. I'm thankful for all of your support, and I will continue. But things on my channel will have to change. Now, you may call me and other YouTubers money whores because of this backlash, but this is a serious issue. Many people have come to rely on YouTube as their primary source of income. I'm not one of those, but I use this income as justification, so to speak, to support this hobby as it becomes increasingly more and more time consuming. I'm not in it for the money, but I do invest the money back into this hobby by purchasing better equipment, microphones, a custom built PC to better edit my videos, capture cards, all to make videos better for you, the viewers. I can definitely say this, my channel wouldn't be the same if I wasn't earning some money. Also, this whole situation brings the question, if you're an affiliate partner, what is the point in being partnered with a network if they can no longer provide any protection from these claims, which they have licenses for, and yet they still take a cut from the ad revenue generated from your videos? Dear YouTube, it doesn't take a computer science degree or law degree to understand all of this. Trust me, I don't have either, but the 2 years I spent pursuing a computer science degree has granted me the knowledge that many changes you have made in the past and currently making now aren't the best. First of all, there's all the continued changes for the site's layout, and they continue to baffle me every time. Then there's the mandatory Google Plus integration, but I'm sure you've heard enough about that little ray of sunshine. And now this new ID system. I feel the previous system worked out fine for video game content. We often even policed ourselves. But what I fear most is yet to come. One of those fears is the random monetization review that is set for 2014, which basically could delay a random selected upload from 2 to 48 hours as the system scans it to make sure the uploader owns the copyright, which could be a serious hindrance to any news-related video, not just for video games, because if it gets selected and takes 2 to 48 hours before it can be seen by the world, it's no longer news. Footage for video games on YouTube will be on the decline because of this. The little guys will become discouraged. Many people will go elsewhere, like Twitch TV, and begin streaming, and leave YouTube altogether, which means fewer videos, fewer views, and guess what, YouTube? Less money for you. Sure, there are tons of videos unrelated to video games on YouTube you can continue to profit off of, but you can't ignore the impact video games has on YouTube and YouTube's impact on video games. Your #1 subscribed channel, other than your YouTube Spotlight channel, is PewDiePie. Think about it. To the viewers, on behalf of YouTubers everywhere, I thank you for your continued support. It sucks to see something you build from the ground up take a hit as severe as this. As discouraged as I am, I will adapt, and I will not stop.